then the very last series of the Eastern Conference play-in. I left this one to last because to me it's probably the easiest one to predict. It's the Pittsburgh Penguins versus the Montreal Canadiens. I do think the Penguins win this in 4. Oh boy. Well, let's hope my round 2 predictions are a bit better. Plans are done. What? Hockey is back. That's all I can say. Hockey is back. That was so much fun to watch. There were some great series. The round robin games were even entertaining too, even though they weren't as important as the playing rounds. But that Columbus-Toronto series, crazy. That Calgary-Winnipeg series would have been way better if there was no injuries, but it was just all the series were fun to watch. I just loved having hockey on my TV 24/7. Loved it. But as you can probably tell by the title of this video, I'm just going to jump right into the next round of predictions. I believe NHL is calling them round 1 of the playoffs because the play-ins, you played in to qualify for the playoffs. So these are my round 1 predictions of the teams that qualified, whatnot. So I'm just going to start with the Eastern Conference. And the first series we're going to look at is the Washington Capitals versus the New York Islanders. Obviously, the Capitals, already qualified by playing in the round robin. Islanders had to beat the Florida Panthers in order to qualify for the playoffs. They did that in 4 games, so good for them. I figured that was going to happen. They have a good team. Their goaltending tandem was solid, not great, but it's solid. It's good enough to win games. They have a good forward group with Matt Barzal, Jean-Gabriel Pageau, Anthony Beauvillier. They got some players. And then you got the Capitals who have Braden Holtby, Alex Ovechkin, John Carlson, if he's come back, Nicholas Backstrom. I can just keep going. I think the Capitals are just a far better team. Obviously, they were in the round robin. They didn't have to fight their way through, so they had a bit of a warm-up, but not as intense of a warm-up as the Islanders did. So Islanders would be ready to go coming off that. Capitals, hopefully they can answer the call real quick. Even if they don't, I think they're just going to win this in 6 games. I just think they're a way better team than the Islanders. Islanders are up and coming. They have a good future ahead of them, but Capitals in 6. The next series I want to look at is the Lightning versus the Blue Jackets. Obviously, Lightning were in the round robin as well. They finished 2nd in the round robin, and the Blue Jackets, well, we know how the Blue Jackets got here.
Alexander Texier. Here come the Blue Jackets. Dubois all alone in for a chance. He scores! It's a hat trick and an overtime winner for Pierre-Luc Dubois.
We all know how the Blue Jackets got here. I mean, they had to beat the Leafs. What can I say? I said Leafs in 5. Close series. I did say Columbus was going to give them a nice run for their money. Columbus just ended up finding a way to squeeze it out, even though both teams blew a 3-0 lead to lose a game each. Columbus was able to hold on and close that series out. I do like the Blue Jackets a lot. I think they're a skilled team. You got Korpisalo in net, who is incredible. You got Foligno, who's a fantastic captain. Seth Jones and Zach Werenski, incredible defensemen. They're probably the best pairing. I went to the best defensive core, but they're probably one of the best pairings of the league. They also got Gavrikov on the back end, who's not super skilled, but he's one of my favorite to watch just because I like watching him. He's physical, he can score. They also have Pierre-Luc Dubois, Patrice Bergeron 2.0. They got Liam Foudy, who I believe this is his first time playing in the playoffs, but man, he's fun to watch. He's a first-round pick for a reason. But the Lightning, the Lightning are just better. They got Stamkos, Kucherov, Hedman. They got Tyler Johnson, they got Andre Palat, they got Ryan McDonough, they got, I can just keep going. They also have Vasilevsky in net. So I know I said this about the Blue Jackets and underestimated the Blue Jackets against Toronto. I thought the Toronto would win, but I think the Lightning's a more complete team than Toronto. So I do think the Jackets will give them a run for their money. I think Jackets can probably win 2 games in this series. I think the Jackets aren't going to sleep the Lightning. The Lightning aren't going to sleep the Blue Jackets, especially since the Blue Jackets eliminated them last year's playoff in a sweep. The Jackets were actually the second wildcard team, and Lightning finished first, and the Jackets actually swept them. So Lightning definitely did not forget, and they're going to be out for revenge. So I think Lightning in 6. The next one I'm going to talk about is the Bruins versus the Canes. I guess Carolina, I should say. The Boston Bruins versus the Carolina Hurricanes. Again, Bruins had to finish round robin. They finished last in the round robin, surprisingly, but they just did not look good at all. They're a good team, but they just didn't look. They looked flat again. Round robin games obviously weren't as intense as the series, playing series, so that could be a reason why. But the Canes just look buzzing.
You tried to put him back on the Ranger bench, now back the other way. Aho! He scores! Sebastian Aho! What sorcery is that? And the Canes go up 3-1.
They swept the Rangers in 3. Didn't really look like the Rangers were going to be involved in that series at all. No, I gave the Rangers 5 in 5, but Canes made sure I was wrong. They see my video and just like, no, we're going to show them up. So they swept the Rangers in 3, and the Canes are they have the best D-core in the league. They have so much depth. Their goaltending is decent too with Mrazek and Reimer. Those are both very capable goaltenders that can win games whenever they want. They got a young forward core with Sebastian Aho, Andrei Svechnikov. They just have a really good team. And I do think the Canes are actually going to pull through on this one. I think it's going to be a 7-game series, but I do think the Canes are going to beat the Bruins to 7. Bruins obviously have Pasternak, Marchand, Chara, Bergeron. They have a really good team, but the Canes just look like they mean business. They're just buzzing. They're ready to go, and I just think they're going to end up outplaying the Bruins and win 7 games. So again, Canes suck. And the last series in the Eastern Conference is the most surprising one, in my opinion, is the Montreal Canadiens versus the Philadelphia Flyers. Obviously, we all know how Montreal got here. They beat Pittsburgh in 4 games. Just shock of everyone. I guess maybe even probably not the Montreal Canadiens. I think Shea Weber said they expected to win. But no one thought Montreal would beat Pittsburgh. But yet, here they are. They outplayed Pittsburgh. Carey Price stood on his head. They just played a good series and deserved to win that. Then you have the Flyers, who actually finished first in the round robin. I will admit I was completely wrong on the Flyers. I had them last in the round robin. I just didn't think they were a good team at all. I shouldn't say not a good team. I just didn't think they weren't as good as the other teams, but they definitely proved me wrong as well. Then I guess them and the Canes got together in a hotel room, watched my videos, and were like, we're going to prove this guy wrong. But Flyers actually won all 3 of their round robin games, and they look like a real threat to win the cup. They have, Carter Hart in net, who's a future Vezina winner, I would say. They got Claude Giroux, they got James Van Riemsdyk, they got Nolan Patrick. They just got a bunch of players that can put the puck in whenever they want. Their defense is solid. They're a young team with a veteran core, so I think they're going to win this in 5. I know I'm showing no disrespect to Montreal in these videos. I guess no respect to Montreal in these videos, and it's all disrespect, but Montreal, they deserved it. They barely qualified. They surprised me with Pittsburgh, but the Flyers are just a way better team. And I think Price is probably going to steal 1, maybe even 2, but I think Flyers just, overpower the Habs here in 5. Alright, now I'm going to take a look at some Western Conference games. Again, this is just my opinion. All these, probably half of these will probably be wrong, like my other videos. This is just for fun. I just want to, share my opinion out there. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. It doesn't matter. But if you guys want to, leave your comments and leave your predictions in the comment section below, that'd be fantastic. So we can have kind of a conversation and all that stuff. So I'm just gonna look into the Western Conference series, and the first one I'm gonna look at is the Vegas Golden Knights versus the Chicago Blackhawks. Vegas obviously finished first in the round robin, won all 3 of their games.
For the Golden Knights, bringing it back along is Alex Tuch. Here's Tuch with a shot, he scores! Tuch! And Vegas gets the first seed!
They looked good. I knew they were going to be. I knew they were a good team, but I thought St. Louis and Colorado were a bit better. But obviously Vegas proved me wrong again. Seems to be a theme in this video. But they finished first in the round robin, and Chicago ended up beating Edmonton again. Proved me wrong. I had Edmonton winning. So both those teams, showed me up and kind of made me look like I have no idea what I'm talking about. But that's fine. I'll forgive them. Vegas is winning this in 5. I'm just gonna put it simple. Vegas is a better team, more skilled team, I don't know if I'd say more experienced, because you got Taves, Kane, Crawford, all Stanley Cup winners, but Vegas is just a way better team in general. Stone, Pacioretty, Fleury, and Nets, they're just way better. So Vegas in 5. This one might be a sweep, but I just think Chicago will be able to squeeze one out. But I don't really see much of a challenge for Vegas in this one. And just wait till the next video though. Probably gonna end up, talking about Chicago in the next round and how they somehow proved me wrong too. But again, Vegas in 5. The next one is going to be Colorado versus Arizona. Sorry, it's early. But this one, honestly, I don't really see a competition at all. I think Colorado just sweeps Arizona. Arizona beat Nashville, as I thought. They deserve to be in there. They're a good team. They're a playoff team. But Colorado is just the cream of the crop in the West. They have McKinnon, Rantanen, Landeskog, Kadri. They got Grubauer and Nets. They got Cal McCarr on the back end. Eric Johnson on the back end as well. And they're a fantastic team to watch. Their speed, they can be physical, they can score, they can play defense, they can make saves. It's just Arizona, no disrespect to Arizona. They got Hall, Kessel, Oliver, and Larson. They got Darcy Kemper, Nets too, but Colorado is way better. So this was pretty easy. Colorado in 4 games, sweep. Alright, and the third of the 4 series I'm going to be talking about Calgary versus Dallas. This one, honestly, I don't even know who's going to win this as I'm talking. I'll probably, just analyzing this a little bit. I'm going to probably have to decide on the spot. This one's too close. Dallas is obviously in the round robin. Calgary is obviously, had beat Winnipeg in the play-in series. Thought that series would be a bit closer, but, they got hit Scheifele, Laine, all that stuff got injured, and Calgary looked really good. Cam Talbot was the starter, which is super surprising to me, but he obviously made the coach look good. He stood on his head, made some incredible saves. Dallas kind of did what they expected in the round robin. They weren't in every game pretty much, but they weren't like dominating every game either. I believe they won 1 game in the round robin. But they have Ben Bishop, Aitan Khudobin, best goalie tandem in the league. I'm sticking by that. Tyler Seguin, Jamie Benn, Alexander Radulov, Miro Heiskanen on the back end too. So they're a good team, and I'm not going to sleep on them much longer. But I don't even know. This one's tough. My gut is telling me Calgary. My gut is telling me Calgary. I'm not sure why. This could go either way. Flip a coin and choose on right now, but my gut's saying Calgary in 7. So I'm going to trust my gut on this one and say Flames in 7 games. Alright, and the last one of this round 1 of the playoffs, St. Louis versus Vancouver. St. Louis round robin team. Vancouver playing series win against Minnesota. St. Louis former Stanley Cup champions. They got Pietrangelo, Tarasenko. They got Jake Allen, Jordan Binnington. Who can forget Jordan Binnington in Nets? They got, they're built for the playoffs. They obviously proved it. They're physical. They can score. They're built for the playoffs. But you got Vancouver, who kind of playing carefree. They don't really have much pressure. Obviously, they have pressure to win, but not much pressure as St. Louis. St. Louis is the favorites by far. But Vancouver has Elias Pettersson, Brock Besser, Bo Horvat, Quinn Hughes, who's a fantastic player. He's probably my favorite young guy to watch in the league right now. He's going to be a former Norris Trophy winner, or future Norris Trophy winner. He's just going to, he just looks so good. And they got Jacob Markstrom in Nets, or Jacob Markstrom in Nets, who's very solid. He's going to win games for them no matter what. He can single-handedly, not win a series, but he can single-handedly win a game for them. And I just feel Vancouver, a lot more energy, a lot more. The young guys are just have a lot more energy to spend. So I'm gonna think Vancouver in 6 in this one. I know it's gonna be an upset. Again, St. Louis is the favorites, but Vancouver in 6. I just think the carefree attitude and the young, energetic team is gonna be able to prevail over the St. Louis team, who looks a bit slower and still haven't found their gear yet. But so yeah, Vancouver in 6. So those are my predictions for the round 1 of the Stanley Cup playoffs. They start tomorrow, Tuesday, August 11th. So should be interesting. Again, I have Caps in 6, Lightning in 6, Canes in 7, Flyers in 5 for the East, and in the West I have Vegas in 5, Colorado with the sweep over Arizona, Calgary in 7, and Vancouver in 6. But if you just want to leave a like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more videos like this. I know I mentioned in my PlayStation 5 video, which if you haven't seen it, it's there. Go watch it. Xbox is going to be up soon with my predictions on that and what I think about it. But with round 2 starting tomorrow, I had to get a quick video out here. So that's what I'm going to be doing. And if you want to leave like quick like, subscribe, notifications, share with your friends. The channel's doing super well right now. But yeah, if you want to give a like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, share with your friends. The channel's doing super well right now. It looks, the momentum's fantastic. I do appreciate the support, but let's keep it up and look forward to more videos like this. So take care and let's enjoy round 1.